that's just flourished over the years that they've worked together. And they're started to move even further away from Drogba and Lampard.
전술이 바뀌고 무엇보다 페리시치가 사라지면서 손흥민의 히트맵이 극적으로 변했습니다. 왼쪽의 아스날전의 경우 페리시치가 공격적으로 접근하고 중앙 미드필더가 2명밖에 없어 중원 싸움이 밀리다 보니 갈 곳 없는 손흥민이 중앙 미드필더처럼 움직였습니다. 하지만 오른쪽에 있는 브라이튼과의 경기는 미드필더가 3명 배치되어 부담이 적어졌고 지난 시즌 득점왕 시절처럼 하프라인을 넘어 왼쪽과 골대 주변을 공략하였습니다. 이 덕분에 어시스트도 터지고 간발의 차이로 득점은 무효가 되었지만 절묘한 가마차기 슛도 성공시킬 수 있었습니다. 매치데이 라이브와 스카이 스포츠에서는 손흥민의 활약을 어떻게 분석했는지 살펴보시겠습니다. 먼저 스카이 스포츠의 득점 장면 분석입니다.
Combination again for the 43rd time.
This is a Son corner, comes in, it's headed clear, it ends up with Højbjerg, distant control, volley pass back to Son. Trossard should do better here, just go there, don't tremble, just go there and be more difficult to beat. Son fires it in, pacey ball in, and Harry just has to make contact with it. That close to the goalkeeper, it's always going to beat him. But Harry's so clever. You know, he's assessing the situation all the time. He's a quick look over his right shoulder. Sees he's in the free in a free area.
Great ball from Son.
This ball here, he's just trying to flash it across the goal, and Harry's right place, right time, does enough.
As you said, that combination and the ball in from Son, everything works perfectly between them, and they have that relationship that's just flourished over the years that they've worked together, and they're started to move even further away from Drogba and Lampard.
And there's life left in them. There's years left in those
Exactly.
I think what they both have high quality. Both can play these balls in with their left foot, two-footed players, and I think once you've got that, you look at the goals, the amount of goals. I don't know if you can count that as a cross. I suppose it's a semi-cross because of the position where it is. But you look at you look at the amount of goals that they score from crosses, and I think when you're getting that type of quality in, and you've got a centre forward in there that you know feels the game, feels the space, there's always a chance.
손흥민과 케인의 높은 퀄리티를 극찬하며 그들은 프리미어리그 역사에 남을 것이라고 강조합니다. 그리고 더욱 중요한 것은 토트넘이 살 길은 결국 하나라고 말한 것인데요. 두 선수들이 경기에서 많은 크로스와 슛을 쏘고 많은 기회를 잡아야 이길 수 있다는 것입니다. 이번에는 매치데이 라이브에서 손흥민의 아쉬운 오프사이드 판정 장면을 분석하고 콘테 감독의 전술에 대해 이야기했는데요. 한번 살펴보시죠.
I think Spurs need to go for the next level to get that 2 goals. Once they go 2 goals up, it seems like they play like a different team.
Yeah.
And then in the past, the results have shown that. They need that second goal to just ease things and make them play with a bit more, I don't know, as I said, arrogance, but a bit more belief in themselves.
Son had the ball in the back of the net, but it was given as offside. And you can't really argue against that. Clearly, that's down to, VAR and whatnot. But decent finish in the end.
Well, it's the typical Son, isn't it? Left or right foot. That's his type of finish, where he gets it in and around either the left-hand side or the right-hand side of the box, shifts it onto the left side there, and just uses his instep and just whips into that far corner. We've seen him do that so often. I mean, for instance, his hat-trick against Leicester, he scored 2 that were identical to that, coming in from that right-hand side, steadying himself down and just using the defender, putting in that far corner.
I think it just shows you, I think it was Veltman, he was still on at the pitch there. He's the one that stepped up.
Yeah.
He was going to go back with Son, and Son, he would have been onside. And at the last second, just as the ball's being played, he just steps up and allows Son to just be offside, which is the difference.
What about Tottenham's approach generally? You're encouraged by the fact that this was more front foot from Antonio Conte, something that we haven't quite seen before.
Certainly from the start of the game, yes. I think they're pressing a little bit higher. Rather than just dropping in. If they lose possession and your opponents, whoever they are in the halfway line, then they'll drop deep and then they'll be very stubborn to get through. And there's nothing wrong with teams do that. To be honest, Brighton did that in the early stages, which I was surprised. I thought they were going to go pressing and go on the front foot. But I think, I think Conte's a shrewd manager. He's an experienced manager. I think he's slowly unleashing them.
Right.
He's just taking the handbrake off a little by little. And I think, playing the 3 in midfield this week. I think he wanted to do that against Arsenal, but Basuma wasn't quite 100% fit. So I think there's a couple of little systems he's working on to try and change that. So another great 3 points for Tottenham, but Slight progression this week from Frankfurt game to today.
Small steps.
Small steps.
Yeah, they had a couple of chances.
패널들은 비록 오프사이드로 선언되었지만 손흥민의 빠른 침투 후 빈 공간에서 모서리에 꽂아버리는 중거리 슛을 보게 되었다는 점을 반가워했습니다. 그리고 콘테 감독이 지독한 고집에서 벗어나보다 공격적으로 경기를 펼쳤고 앞으로 이러한 장면이 늘어날 것이라고 기대된다는 점을 이야기했습니다. 지금까지 손흥민을 분석한 스카이 스포츠와 매치데이 라이브였습니다. 시청해주셔서 감사합니다.